Okay, students, today our topic is statistical diagram. As we know that the choice of an appropriate statistical diagram depends upon the type of the data collected and purpose of collecting the data. So we already have discussed in previous session lot of about the different kinds of the statistical diagram like a pictogram, bar graph, a pie chart, and a line graph. And now in this session, we will discuss more about the diagrams. So in this session, we included three categories of the new statistical diagram. So one of them is a dot diagram, and then a stem and leaf, and the third one is histogram. So the first we start with dot diagram. As we know that a dot diagram consists of horizontal number lines and dots placed above the number lines. So the dot represents basically the value in a set of data. To form a dot diagram, the following steps should be keep in mind. So number one, the range of the data. It means that the maximum value and the minimum value of the data. So in second step, we will draw a horizontal number line with equal interval. Or in third steps, using the data given in question or from the table, plot each data with a dot over its value on the number line. Okay, to explain this concept, we simplify worked example of which is page number 446. Okay, in this example, the table shows the time taken in minutes for 12 employees of a company to travel from their homes to the office. So actually there are 20 minutes, 22 minutes, 21 minutes, 21 minutes, 18 minutes, 18 minutes, 30 minutes, 20, 22 minutes, 23 minutes, 22 minutes, 20 minutes. So the requirement of the question is number one, plot or represent the data on a dot diagram. Number two, briefly describe the distribution of the data. So now we start with our solution. So the first of all, we will find out the range of the data. The range means the maximum and the minimum value of the data. You can see the maximum value in this data, that is 30. And the minimum value which is exists in data, that is 18. So the maximum value is 30 and the minimum value is 18. So now in the second step, draw a number line which starts from 18 to 30. So now with equal intervals, so this is 18, 19, this is 20, 21, this is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So okay, now we start with our dot diagram. So choose the first one number from the table, that is 20, and draw a dot over 20. So here I put a dot over 20. So now the second number is 22. So pick up the number from the table and cut it from there and put it in 22. So as 21, 21, so two dots are over 21, 21 and 21. So this is 18 and 18, two dots are on 18, then 30 and 20. So one dot on 30, so one dot on 20. So now 22, 23. So another dot on 22 and 23. So now 22 and 20, 22 and 20. So you can see this sort of diagram is called a dot diagram. Now for the second part of this question, in which briefly describe the distribution of the data. To describe a distribution, we may consider the following steps or following points that are: number one, the range of the data, cluster, extreme data or points or values, and the symmetry of the data. So you can see that the time taken for the 12 employees to travel from their homes to office ranges from 18 to 30 minutes. The time taken is clustered around 20 to 23 minutes mostly, number one, and there is an extreme value which is 30, and this data is non-symmetrical because two sides of the data, they are not equal. So this is how we can draw or form a dot diagram uh, from the given data. Hopes you find out. So now with this concept you can simplify your practice now 1, practice now 2, uh, exercise 16a on page number 460, question number 1, 2, 6, 7. Review question number 1 and 2 can be solved by following these concepts.